Hey there guys, what's up? It has been forever since we put out a Showdown episode, so I guess we should put out another Showdown episode for once. Before we start, I'm just gonna do a quick little, state of the channel mini here. Basically, sorry for the slow updates lately. You guys kind of knew it was coming because I told you school was going on. Yeah, it's even more so than I thought it would be. This schedule feels like it's really hard to get a handle on for whatever reason, mainly because there's so much more writing work to do outside of class than there has been in past semesters for me, so it's hard for me to figure out where my free time periods are, and when I get them, I feel like using them for, well, free time, and not for making more stuff. But I am trying, and I am recording a bunch of stuff today, including this. I really want to show you this Showdown team, because I've had them for a while now, and I have not made a video about them, so, yeah. You may notice there's an interesting, Pokemon in the center there that you don't see much in OU battles. It's an Escavalier, and, you know, rather than going on too long about it, let's just see these guys in action so you can see what the dealio is. So for this first battle, and we are going to do multiple battles today, we are starting out with our Mega Alakazam, Alfred, who is going to take the Fake Out. I was hoping he would outspeed. He is a speed demon, but that's okay. Fake Out doesn't do too much damage to him. As you see on the next turn, he's fine. He takes out the Mean Shao with a Dazzling Gleam with his amazing speed and amazing special. But he's not going to stay in for a Bisharp because Dark is, he's kind of allergic to Dark. So we switch into Batgirl, our Gliscor, who thankfully it was a great switch in because she's immune to the Thunder Wave. So she's able to safely switch in and then does a number with the Earthquake on the Mega Venusaur. Even with the sort of grass resistance, the Earthquake is still going to do a lot. She's not going to worry too much about that Leech Seed either because the Poison Heal will mitigate that, but in combination with the Giga Drain, it's going to start getting a little annoying here. So we are going to switch her out at this point, even though she's not doing too badly. I want to save her for later, kind of. So we are going to switch into the unconventional star of this team, Dark Knight the Escavalier, who is Choice Banded and has killer attack. The reason that he's on this team is because I was toying around with this team with a Caesar as the Bug Steel type for a while, and I really enjoyed his typing, but he was more frail than I would have liked, and also he tended to get statused a lot for whatever reason. So I decided to switch to Escavalier because he's a little bulkier, and also one of his abilities is Overcoat, which blocks powder moves like Sleep Powder, Spore, whatever. Totally bad news for anyone who uses Smeargle or Breloom. He can't be shut down by those means. Unfortunately not immune to the Leech Seed, but whatever, it still works pretty well. You saw he took out two Pokemon handily in one hit with that Mega Horn against the Venusaur and the Slowbro there. It's kind of crazy how high his attack can get with that Choice Band on. Unfortunately, not much room for choosing between attacks with the choice item, but it still works wonders. Anyways, catching up with where we are now in this battle, we have yet to lose a Pokemon, and this guy is down to 2, so we're doing pretty well. We switched into Todd here because he is he's our special tank, and also pretty decent physical tank as well. He's rocking the Assault Vest. Unfortunately, I really should have used something better than Knockoff in that moment, because he did get knocked out there by the Brick Break, which I was not really expecting, but oh well. Todd does better in other battles sometimes. But anyway, with Todd gone, we can switch back into Dark Knight without worrying about the Choice Band again, so we go back into Mega Horn, and we are able to handily take out the remaining Dark types on this guy's team. Yeah, super cool. It was a short battle though, so I'm going to show you a couple more just to give you a more full sense of what this team can do. So we'll jump into another one right now. Alright, we're back, and we're actually not starting with Alakazam this time. We are actually on the opposite side of the field, because that just happened to be the side that the replay captured. So we are starting off with our Todd, who is not apparently the right Pokemon to start with. So we switch to Dark Knight, who does a number on the Alakazam, even with the screens up. But unfortunately it survives by the one hit, so they're going to switch into their Lucario. That's not good for us, so we switch into Batgirl, who is very tanky. Not as tanky as I would like sometimes, but tanky enough, often enough, to be very useful. See, even she's able to take the Iron Tail and holds on by just a smidgen there, with the Toxic Heal that takes her away from the 1 HP territory, and with the Protect, she's able to keep heal in there. She also has Roost, so she'll be able to use that later on probably. And then to deal with the special attacking Alakazam without risking our fighting type to a Dazzling Gleam, we switch into Harley, who is our other special and physical tank. And we are using the ever popular, ever annoying Cosmic Power strategy, which this guy is apparently going to let us set up to the maximum. Even with their Caesar, apparently they don't have a Bullet Punch, or if they do, they're not using it for some reason. So that allows us to set up very nicely. Even with the Heatran, we're not too threatened because we're at 3x defense, 3x special defense. And even a Flash Cannon from a Heatran at this point is not taking away a super huge amount of damage, and now, especially not with full defenses up. And just when they think they're going to get the better of us, we are going to Moonlight our health back up and get back up to full before we move back into attacking, which should happen pretty soon here. There we go. We got a Flash Cannon and then Stored Power, and they're going to start trading these back and forth. Heatran unfortunately does not have a way to heal, so he's at the disadvantage at this point. It would have been bad if he had gotten a crit, I must say. That is definitely the way to counter this strategy if the person is otherwise unprepared for it. But crits are based on luck, and sometimes luck doesn't work out, so yeah. In this case, it worked in our favor, so we were able to take out the Heatran with our big fluffy pink thing. And unfortunately, their luck finally kicks in as Caesar gets the flinch and is able to take Clefable out, but that's okay. We did plenty with her, so we're fine with that. We can switch into Todd, who is going to do the massive knockoff, take away Caesar's Choice Scarf and his speed advantage, and then we can get some health back with the Drain Punch. Unfortunately, I did not know he had Aerial Ace. I'm not sure why he wasn't using that before on Todd, but whatever. We still take him out. Got the Salamence now, who's got the Dragon Dance, but we're not going to take that, because Todd's got Dragon Tail. He's going to shut that right down with some with some super effective action and switching action. After that, we switch into Lucius, who's going to take an Aura Sphere for us, and Wish, and honestly, Lucius isn't going to do much for us in this battle. I was thinking Blastoise would attack whoever I switched into next and the Wish would heal them, but apparently that was not his strategy. So, yeah. So now Dark Knight's asleep and he's not going to be able to be his usual awesome self, unfortunately. But, well, we're trying. So we switch back into Todd in the hopes of at least intimidating him and being able to Dragon Tail him back out again, which thankfully works. Todd held on with a smidgen of HP, so thank you there. And yeah, Lucius gets KO'd by the Energy Ball right there. And then we fight Alakazam with Mega Alakazam. With those screens, there's not much. Even with the screens, there's not much the Alakazam can do there. He can't hold on with the 1 HP. And then we're just gonna. I know that the Blastoise and the Salamence are still both powerhouses. We're not safe, even though we have 4 and they have 2. So we're gonna juggle back and forth a bit to let the Toxic build up on the Blastoise, and also to let the screens wear out. That's the important thing. We want that screen gone so we can attack at full power with Alakazam. And Todd here is we don't really need him much anymore, so I'm okay with him being KO'd here, and I'm perfectly okay with the Blastoise now not being behind a screen and also being really close to death with Toxic anyway. And we finish off the battle with a Dazzling Gleam to add insult to injury. Yeah, that was that battle. I'm sure you've noticed so far the name theme for this team as well. I was kind of proud of that. I'm sure it's not totally unique, but I like the way it works with this team with the Batman theme names. You'll see one more Batman theme name in this last battle here because I decided Lucius wasn't working out super well for me, so I decided to take him off the team in favor of someone who can do his job better in terms of, well, Lucius also has Haze, but Lucius wasn't fast enough to make good use of it. Guess who's faster than Lucius? Aw, yeah, you see that Gengar on the right-hand side? That is our replacement for Lucius the Vaporeon. You'll see her in action sort of in a bit here. First, we're going to start with Batgirl with the Stealth Rocks, who is our usual lead strategy. And unfortunately, I think they got the sticky web up, which is not ideal, but we can sort of deal with it. We can heal ourselves up with the poison heal there, and before they do another bug buzz, just to make sure that we can that we get away with as little damage as possible after the bug buzzes are done. And what are they gonna send in next? Right, Greninja. That's Batgirl's not fond of Greninja, so we're gonna switch right out there and get our cosmic power going again if we can. I remember this battle least well. Oh, I should probably explain why Harley has the Toxic Orb on rather than something like the Leftovers. I found that statusing also became a problem with Harley in terms of keeping her set up, so I wanted to make sure that nothing else could status her while she's setting up. So yeah, Toxic Orb she's not going to take damage from because of Magic Guard, so that's going to allow her to, as long as she doesn't get too badly hurt by an enemy attack, that's going to allow her to keep setting up uninterrupted, and also heal uninterrupted. Okay. Yeah, so even with 2x defense, 2x special defense, she's still able to take a stab facade from a Toxic Orb Ursa Ring. That's kind of amazing. She's not going to be able to take 2 of them, unfortunately, but she's still going to be able to get off some decent damage before being KO'd. So that's still useful, even if she didn't get to stay out on the field as long as usual at this time. So we're going to finish this thing off with Dark Knight, with our trusty Mega Horn, and our wow, not happy to see a Volcarona, so switching right back out. Batgirl is instead going to take the Fiery Dance, more than capable of doing that, but not happy about the special attack raise. So what are we going to do here? Well, we are first surprised that the Volcarona is going to switch out. I think they were probably expecting the Stone Edge, which is coming, which, yeah, they were right. They were probably right to switch into Tyranitar at that point. I probably should have seen that switch coming. But we were able to protect ourselves from their Stone Edge, and we're going to stay in because Sandstorm's not going to affect us. We don't want that affecting anyone else, hopefully. So we're just going to stay in and Earthquake our way to another switch, apparently. We got the Latias, who's going to avoid the Earthquake. I don't remember if I thought that switch was coming and like regretted it afterwards, but it doesn't seem to affect us too badly. All it really does for them is allow us to scout them out to see what they're going to try and do with the Latias, which is apparently defog, which told me, oh, okay, fine, whatever. I can use my Stone Edge while they defog away. And they send out the Draco Meteor after that, which I am very glad that Batgirl was able to survive. It allowed us to KO the Latias. Still not happy to see that Greninja, but we are going to protect before switching out to make sure, again, that she has maximum HP before we go out. And then we're going to switch into Todd, who is going to take the special attack like he does, and before throwing up, I believe, oh, is it a knockoff, I think? I usually throw up a knockoff. A Drain Punch, right, because I wanted the HP back. Usually I'll go for the knockoff because it's stab and it's really powerful and it gets rid of people's items, but if I really need the HP back, I'll go for the Drain Punch. In that case, we got the HP back, we were able to risk using the knockoff on the Volcarona, and then we can switch back out to Batgirl while it roosts. That's fine, I'm okay with that. We got roost as well. And as you can tell, I don't remember this battle as well as the other two. We got the Stone Edge off on the Volcarona, and then all they have left to fight with is their T-Tar, who is not in super great shape, so we're gonna, just in case it has some trick up its sleeve, protect to scout out and get HP back. It apparently doesn't have anything more tricksy than Fire Punch, so we're just gonna take it out with an Earthquake. There we go. So yeah, that is my new main OU team. It's still not perfect. I'd say it has maybe a 50 to 60% win rate, because that's just in general my win rate with Showdown, I think. And yeah, that was my extra long Showdown episode to make up for the dearth of Showdown episodes lately. My more Origin Platinum Dice Lock is coming sometime soon. I'm probably going to record more of that right after this. Can't promise a regular schedule at all until, like, basically December or January, but I will do what I can. Other things will be coming as well, like we've got more director quests that I've just prepared for as well. I just need to write up a bit of a script for it and then edit it. Oh, the Spyro LP is coming soon as well. Not sure when, again, but it's coming soon. Yeah. See you guys later then.